So today we're talking with Wes Goodwin, the CEO of DataBank ECR, and there's we get a lot of questions on, and we thought we'd just go ahead and answer some of the questions that we get all the time to help the people that are visiting to make a decision that makes sense to them. So Wes, I just got some questions I want to ask you, and if you could just elaborate on them. I think it'll help answer a lot of people's questions. One of the questions that I see is, how do I know that you're a reputable company? How would you respond to somebody like that?
Well, there's a few things to look at when you're looking for a reputable company because there are quite a few fly-by-night data recovery services or that pose to be as services on the internet. A few things you can look at are how long the company's been in business, where do they have a physical address, what kinds of services they provide, and specifically regarding data recovery, do they have a clean room? Do they have the ability to rework electronics? Some indication that they have some kind of a substance to the company. Are there any complaints on the internet posted about the company? Also, price. I think a reputable company is going to charge something fair. They're not going to be too expensive, but they're also not going to be too cheap to provide the services that are needed for data recovery.
Yeah, something that you just said that that caught my ear is looking at what services they provide. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by on what services they provide?
Well, as I was saying, do they have a clean room? Can they actually address internal issues on a hard drive and do it in a safe manner? Do they have an electronics lab where they can address the electronics issues of a drive? Do they address the logical issues of a drive as well? Do they ship out their any portion of their work? And if so, where do they ship it? Those are things that you should be concerned about.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen some outfits that will, say they do data recovery, but they'll build you a computer and install a network too. And typically, that doesn't sound like really a full-scale data recovery company that would do something along those lines. They're going to more or less specialize in data recovery. Would you say that's correct for the most part?
Yeah. Well, yes, definitely. You want somebody that's focusing on those aspects. Now, they may provide, like we do, other similar services that are related, such as computer forensics or data conversion. But and you also have companies that sell data recovery software. All of those I would deem to be legitimate. But if you start straying beyond that, I think you stretch yourself too thin as far as really being able to focus on quality data recovery.
I would agree on that. Can you take a minute here and explain from when the process when you receive a drive from somebody, basically what's happening and what the individual can expect as far as just the process?
Okay, that's a good question. We take lots of measures to ensure that the media that we receive is handled in the utmost care and receives the attention that it needs to for a successful data recovery. And from the time we'll start in shipping, we recommend that a drive be or a media, could be a tape or a flash device, but whatever media is shipped to us, that it needs to be packed by the person sending it securely in an anti-static bag, preferably, and then wrapped with bubble wrap or some other cushioning to prevent it from rattling around in the packaging. It needs an inch to 2 inches of that packaging around it to protect it. And then we also recommend that it be shipped priority overnight, and we've had the most success with FedEx. And we think that the priority shipping with FedEx receives the greatest handling care. Then once we receive the drive, we immediately give it a unique identification, and we also assign that identification to the information of the person who owns the media. And that document tracks is with the media throughout as long as it's in our lab. And it also gets assigned a storage bin where it is kept when not working on it. And then once we start working on it, it's dedicated to a machine that is whatever process is required for the recovery at hand. And
whether that be the clean room, the electronics lab, as it just travels around within the organization. So
exactly, it travels. Number one, it has the unique identification sticker on it, and number two, it has the documents associated with the owner with it. And yes, that may be whether it goes in the clean room, whether it goes in the electronics lab, or the various types of data recovery equipment that we might have for other processes. And once we do an initial assessment to determine what is wrong with the what effort is going to be required to get the data off, and that's free of charge and without obligation. And we'll take a look at it, and then we give a fixed fee quote based on that, along with a brief report describing recoverability. Once the client, if the client declines at that point, that's fine. There's no charge, there's no obligation, and you get your media returned to you. If you approve, then we'll proceed with the recovery for the quoted amount. Once we complete the initial recovery, we will send a file listing for review and approval, because we want to make sure that the files, while we try to recover all files that we possibly can, we specifically want to focus on the data that is especially important to the customer.
right. So in other words, somebody, they have their email or a specific database file, some accounting files. That's if that's what they're really focused on, you want to make sure that you can get those back.
Right, and we even go to the effort of testing those if at all possible to make sure that they open up or load properly. And then once that file listing is approved, then we do ask the customer to sign off on that, and then we return the data to the customer, most times on an external hard drive that they can either provide to us or purchase from us.
Okay, all right. Well, I've seen sometimes the question come up of, well, what if I only want a few files? Is that going to be less expensive if I just want a few files versus you giving all of them back to me?
99% of the time, it is not less expensive, because the handling the care that we take to do the recovery is really the same amount of effort if we recover all the data as if we recover some of it. And actually, it's more effort if we have to pick through the data and search for just a few files.
Ah, okay, all right. Now here's another one that I come across, and I'm sure that you hear every day, is well, if you open my drive, is that gonna physically open the drive up? Is that gonna void my warranty?
Um, Absolutely not. If we open the drive up, all major hard drive manufacturers will honor the warranty for a drive that we open up.
And how do they know that you opened it up?
That unique identification tracking sticker we place on the media or on the hard drive has our company name on it. And if there ever would be any question, we've never had one, but if there ever was one, that would give them a way to contact us.
Okay, so in other words, when somebody sends their drive in for warranty exchange, and the manufacturer sees the sticker, they're used to seeing that, so it just passes through without any big deal.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, let's talk about price range, because I'm sure that that's a big point that a lot of people have. Besides the fact, are you reputable and can you get this back for me? But what's this going to cost me? And is specific prices? Is it a range? How do you address that?
Well, there's several variables that affect the price. Number one is the type of media. Number two is the capacity of the media. Because we typically have to comb through every bit of every area on a piece of media in order to pull the data off. Smaller capacity is quicker, and a larger capacity takes longer. So the capacity affects the price. The operating system, or in the case of a tape, maybe the backup software that is used, can affect the price. And then finally, just the degree of difficulty regarding the circumstances on the data recovery.
Okay, all right. So it's just how the effort. Bottom line is the effort that has to go into it to get the data back is
That's
really it.
right.
And
And
what?
a typical range typically we say our data recoveries range between $300 and $1,800. With some of the simpler cases being at the lower end and the much more difficult, complex cases being on the higher end.
And that being, when you say your typical, a typical would be just a hard drive out of a Windows machine or something like that, or would it would that encompass a server drive on Unix, or what would be what would you say typical is as far as?
Typical is a desktop or laptop hard drive running Windows or even Macintosh OS. Some of the alternate operating systems, such as the varieties of Unix or some more obscure operating systems, could be more expensive. Encrypted hard drives are more expensive. Severe damage, such as fire, flood, extreme damage, can be more expensive. None of that is typical, but it does frequently occur.
Okay, all right. Um, and I think you addressed a little bit of this, but I guess the companies that are out there charging $250 for recovery, how are they able to do that, especially from what you just explained as far as when it comes to severity and all that? How are they able to say, okay, it's just a flat 250 to recover my data? Is that, I don't even know how that's possible.
Well, the bottom line is, just like anything else, you get what you pay for. And first of all, I haven't seen one of those types of companies ever stay in business for any length of time. Most of them that I've seen go out of business in short order, just because they can't provide the necessary service for that inexpensive. Secondly, when we're talking about somebody's data, it's usually it's something that's very, very important. And the bottom line is it requires a certain amount of equipment, software, research and development, expertise to get that data off. And in order to have an infrastructure in place with the required elements to pull the data off, it just costs money.
Sure.
And just as one is, if they need open heart surgery, most people are not searching around for the cheapest guy in town. They just, they don't want that. And a similar thing with a hard drive. When you're wanting someone to pull off the data, you want someone who's qualified and has the necessary infrastructure in place, and that just is going to cost money. And so the key is finding somebody who's fair, not too expensive, but in my opinion, somebody who's charging just a few $100s for complex data recoveries is a red flag. Those companies typically will hook up a hard drive, and if they can copy the data off, or maybe run a simple utility and copy the data off within a short amount of time, they do it, and if not, they will deem it unrecoverable when indeed it actually may be recoverable by someone more qualified. And the other concern is lots of times those companies don't have the expertise and infrastructure in place to safely do a data recovery, and we have seen many, many instances where hard drive became more damaged with handling from someone who doesn't have the necessary infrastructure in place, and has made the data recovery either impossible when it originally was not, or much more difficult and expensive than it would have been in the first place.
Yeah, I would agree. I've seen that too. So, well, I think that covered a lot of ground. I think that should answer a lot of questions that people have that we see quite often. As more common questions come in, we will address them, and we'll do this again. But Wes, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to answer some of these questions. And until next time, we'll have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.
All righty, thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.